Dear children, in this session we are going to learn about the new topic from the supplementary, how the camel got his hump. The story was written by Rudyard Kipling. Okay, the story how the camel got his hump by Rudyard Kipling takes us to the time when the world had just begun. At that time, the animals worked for the humans, except one lazy animal named camel. He always said one word, hump. When anyone said anything to him, due to his repeated chanting of the word hump, he ended up getting a hump on his back, which he was earlier quite proud of. Now he carries it everywhere and has even started working. This is the theme of the story. He is the author of the story, Rudyard Kipling. He was a journalist, English journalist, short story writer, poet and novelist. And Rudyard Kipling was born in India, Mumbai, on December 30, 1865 and died in 18 January 1936 in London. Now let's move on to the story. In the beginning, when the world was new, the animals were beginning to do work for man. There also lived a camel in the middle of the howling desert. He did not work at all. He only ate sticks, thorns, and prickles. Whenever somebody came to meet him, he would merely reply, hump. Since the camel did not work, the other animals were very unhappy with him. One by one, they came to call him. First came the horse. He told the camel to come with him and do some work like the other animals. The camel only said, hump. The horse went back and reported this to the man. By seeing this video, you can easily understand the story. Now see that the horse went back and reported this to the man. The next, thereafter, the dog also came to call the camel to do some work like other animals. So dog also, see there, dog also calling the camel. But the camel same answer has given to the dog also as what? Hump. This also, the dog also went back and reported this to the man. Then after that, the ox also came to call the camel to do some work like other animals. See the video, the ox is also came to call the camel. And likewise, the other animals, horse and dog, the ox also went back and reported this to the man. Okay, both the animals went away sadly. At the end of the day, the man called the horse, the dog, and the ox. Since the camel was not working, he asked the three of them to do double work in order to compensate the loss of work. The three animals became very angry with the camel. They were asked to do more work simply because the camel would not do his share of work. They held a panchayat at the edge of the desert to decide. Seeing this, the camel laughed at the three and went by. At this point, there came the jinn. See the video. Jinn means the spirit in the charge of deserts. Okay, the spirit in the charge of deserts came there. Jinn came to the desert. Okay, and he listened to their complaint. What is the complaint? The horse complained to the jinn about the camel. He told the jinn that the camel did not work. He said only hump. Okay. After hearing the story of the three animals, the jinn decided to set the camel right. The jinn assured them that he would set the camel right. Okay. Jinn found the camel looking at his own reflection in the pool of water. Jinn had made the three other animals do extra work since Monday morning. When the jinn asked him to clarify, the camel only said, "Hum." He showed no willingness to work. The jinn put a curse on the camel. Soon the camel's back puffed up into a big hump. It was Thursday. He told the camel that it was his own hump. He himself had brought it upon him by not working. The jinn ordered him to work, but the camel said that he couldn't work. The hump was a big hurdle. The jinn told the camel that the hump had a purpose. The camel had not done work for 3 days. He would always be able to work for 3 days without eating. See, before the camel did not work for 3 days, but now the camel was told to work for 3 days without eating anything, okay, because his food was stored in his hump. But the hump on his back made it difficult for him to carry the load. The jinn said that it would serve as a storehouse of food. He also said that it would disappear when the camel would learn to behave properly. The camel went away to join the tree. From that day, the camel always has a hump, but he has not caught up with his 3 days. He had missed them at the beginning of the world. He has not yet learned to behave. Children, what did you learn from the story? This story teaches students that we should not waste our time by sitting idly, okay? One who is lazy and does not perform his duties or fulfill his responsibility on time tends to suffer in the end. Children, I hope you would understood this story. For clear understanding, let us see the summary of the story, okay? The story tells us a tale belonging to a time when the world had just begun. The animals worked for the humans. There was a camel who lived in the middle of the desert because he did not want to work. He always said hump when someone spoke to him. On a Monday morning, the horse came to him and asked him to join the works in trotting. The camel replied by saying hump. After a while, the dog came to him to ask him to join the rest of them in fetching things. He said hump. Similarly, when the ox came to him and asked him to plow like the rest of them, he replied with the hump. All three of them reported this to the man. When the day was about to get over, the man called the horse and the dog and the ox together and told them that they would have to work double time because the hump thing won't work. The three got angry and decided to hold a panchayat. It was only then that they found the camel who laughed at them and said hump again and left. Shortly after that, the jinn of all forest arrived and asked the reason behind the three's anger. The horse told him about their double shifts and that the reason behind it was a lazy camel who would not stop saying hump. The jinn took the matter in his own hands and went to see the camel. The camel was looking at his reflection in the water when the jinn found him. The camel won't even reply to jinn properly. Thus, he saw in the water that his back was puffing up. It suddenly became a hump. Upon asking, the jinn told him that he has brought this hump over himself as a consequence of his own actions and now he should work. The camel was confused about how he will work with the hump on his back. The jinn told him that the hump will let him work for 3 days without having to eat anything. He can live on his hump. Since then, the camel works and carries his hump but still does not behave properly. Children, now let's move on to the new words and its meaning. Okay, first one is jinn. Jinn means what? A spirit with strange powers. And the second one is in the beginning. Beginning means at the start. Third one is howling. Howling means long, loud cry. And fourth one is prickles. Prickles means what? Thorns. And fifth one is saddle. Saddle means seat on horse's back. Okay. See the sixth one? Trot. Trot means move at medium pace. Seventh one is fetch. Fetch means go and bring. Then eighth one is yoke. Yoke means wooden bar put across the neck of animals. Ninth one is sorry for you. Feel sad about you. 10th one is chewing the cud. Move jaws and teeth to grind food. And 11th one is idle. Idle means one who does not work. And 12th one is remonstrated, argued with. 13th one is dust cloak. Loose outer garment of dust. Loose outer garment of dust. Then 14th one is a reflection. Reflection means image. 15th one is puffing up, rising or swelling. 16th one is hump, lump on his back. That's all about the story. If you have any doubts, you just leave a comment in the comment box, and if you like this video, subscribe this channel and click the bell icon for the upcoming videos. Okay, thank you. We'll meet you in the next session.